stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on... Kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Herbert. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got that complete to Knox. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Chargers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll go again with Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. Another run here with Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Carry number 1 of this one for Isaiah Spiller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Herbert. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Charger first down. On the ground, it's Brown. Whoa! Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession using formation.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Here's Spiller. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaiah Spiller. Touchdown, L.A. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Room up the sideline at the 45. First and 10 now from the 36. Now, faking the give. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And third down coming up.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. This from 34 yards. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So, fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. His kick is perfect. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. A carry here for Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. On play action, it's Herbert. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll motion over Henry. Throwing is Herbert on third down. They're trying to work the screen with Spiller.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Here's first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does take that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So a very tight first half, a one-point game here at the break, as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And the returner down to a knee, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Mitchell. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. At their own 49-yard line. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Here's Brown. Whoa. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Brown. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Spiller. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brings up third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. It will come out to the 30. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all time here in the 3rd quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
1st and
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A give to Mitchell. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to go home. You got to know when the party is over, and I'm not taking anything away from the effort. It was a great job here by the quarterback to extend this play as long as he could, but instead of throwing it away at the end, he ends up taking the sack.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. It turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The PAT, up and good. Cowboys go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now is Herbert.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Henry. Herbert. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Into space at the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Chargers have the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Henry. Now Herbert again. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, LA. To throw is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he will score. Touchdown Chargers. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cameron Baker to kick off for the Chargers.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Mitchell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Massive play here. Late tie game, third down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, That's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 15 yards through the air. First down, Cowboys. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Mitchell. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Spiller. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now, after that catch. They've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Herbert to the air again. He's got that complete to Knox.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. They have tied things up here in the final minute. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Here we go. One final play. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, here's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Finding room at midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Spiller. And he's into the end zone. That'll do